everybody. Welcome. Ryan, I see you in there. Johnny Rocket, welcome. How you guys doing? Of course, Vincent earlier and Rick and my wife. Thank you for all coming in. And we got a pretty decent show for you tonight. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Our race weekend didn't quite go the way we wanted, but, you know, that's racing. But I got some videos to show you on that, kind of fill you in with that. Got back late Sunday night, and then yesterday kind of was just trying to get paperwork caught up and get caught up from all the traveling and late nights at the racetrack and stuff like that. And started working on that Dana 60. Got a ton of parts in while I was out of town. Thank you to my wife for picking up all the packages and moving them around for me and stuff. Yes, sir, Johnny Rocket. Meryl is my wife. Yes. Anyhow, some pretty big things happening here at the shop. Our shop inspector, Benji, turns a year old today, so we had a little birthday celebration with him tonight, and so that was something else we did. But yeah, the unfortunately the last week kind of got consumed by the race weekend, since I got the trailer all loaded up on Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and then had to head out of town Wednesday evening to get up to Neeses, South Carolina. Team Junk's on. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, so that was a pretty wild weekend. But we did good. We got up there. We went down the track every run. We never knocked the tires off once. Not many teams can say that. Everybody was having a hard time with it on Thursday and into Friday. But we went A to B every time. Hey, Chris, how you doing? So, yeah, so let me, we'll go ahead and I got some pictures of Benji's little celebration there. It wasn't a whole lot, but, you know, he's getting big. Last time we weighed him, 80 pounds, and he's just about to the point where I can let him loose in the shop. Hey, Dave, how you doing? So let's go ahead and I didn't get any video. I figured nobody needs to hear us singing happy birthday. I don't even think Benji wanted to hear that. So, but anyway, here's some pictures of the birthday boy. So I let us put a birthday hat on him. That was unusual, but he took it in. Got a nice fluffy bone to chew on. There's some goodies, birthday snacks, and some frozen ice cream treats for during the week. And of course, he's laying on our sick week blanket. He kind of took it for his. It came in with our sick week magazine subscription, and when we opened it up, he grabbed it and said, "No, this is mine. Thanks a lot." And he's been laying on it and sleeping on it ever since we got it. But yeah, he was a little overwhelmed at first. He's like, "What's going on?" But he's grown up to be a really good boy. So yeah, so he wasn't sure about whether he should open the snacks or not, but Mom said, "No, here you go, buddy." He's got some freaking whites in his eyes. But yep, he ate the first snack down pretty good, and he enjoyed his time. He enjoyed his little birthday celebration there. So it was a pretty good deal. And yeah, he's a good sport with the hat. Well, when he was a pup, we did put some. He had a Harley denim vest he wore for a while. That was Bishop, our old dog's vest, but he's clearly outgrown that. At 80 pounds, he's gotten to be quite the large dog. I know on his bed there, he really doesn't look all that big, but trust me, when he stands up on his hind legs, he can about look you in the eye. So he's a big boy. But yeah, he's starting to mellow out a little bit now, and hopefully soon I won't have to keep him in the what we call the puppy jail or the playpen in the shop, and just not quite ready to let him roam loose because he likes to grab shop rags and cable ties and stuff like that. So not quite shop trained yet, but he is getting pretty good on the inspection process and giving me paws up or paws down when I'm working on stuff. So turning to be a real good buddy. So that was his little deal there. So I pieced together. I'm starting to put a little video collage together for the race weekend. So I got that set up here. It's not finished, but at least it's semi-edited. So I got some more stuff I want to put on it, but I got this far for the show. Let me get this queued up. So, all right. So this is our the 5 race point schedule. Of course, the Bobby Cole race was rained out and it was moved to Mike Hill's May Day event. So let me go ahead and put it on play. Yeah, so that's the May Day event, South Carolina Motorplex. I didn't get music put behind this yet. And let me stop this. This is our, this is the first rendering of the new team shirt or shirt that we'll have available for the fans. We're working on changing the NOS stuff to what we're actually using and stuff like that. But it's a good start, and looks really nice. So those are our 2 first off the trailer test hits on Thursday. As you can see, the car went right down the track, no problem at all. So just wanted I didn't get any of that stuff, any of the scripts written in there yet. There's our pit area. So there you can see we made 3 hits on Friday, and again, A to B every run. So we were figure we're in really good shape for Saturday's event. Let me go ahead and continue this on. All right, Saturday, South Carolina Motorplex for Mike Hill's Maywear. I'm getting ready. Smurf's all ready to go. Just waiting on first round, small block, A-League, Nitrous shootout. Let you know how we do. So this is, yeah, you heard I made a mistake. It wasn't Maywear, it was May Day. But anyhow, this is Rhino. This is our car that we raced first round. got a skip in there. Well, like I said, it's not fully done. What the heck happened here? That's weird. All right, so we did get, I got this out of sequence. That's why that's a mistake there. We did get 2 shakedown runs before eliminations, or this may have been, this may have been the actual first round. We'll see here in a second. No, I think I messed this up pretty good.
Well, small block shootout, round 1, we won. Getting ready to go up for round 2.
Well, see, I edited this thing so fast, I got some mistakes in there. Wow. I really blew that one. Well, good thing is, that didn't pan out. I don't know what happened there. I thought I had all that stuff saved properly. But anyway, at these races, there's usually a lot of videographers there, and so let me go ahead and open this up. So one of the guys that was there, KJ Films, you guys check his channel out and subscribe. He's got a lot of good action videos on here, and he said gave me the okay to go ahead and go ahead and show everything whatever he filmed. So here is the first thing that he filmed, and this is the time trials or basically shakedowns. So this is all of the competitors. So we'll go ahead and take a peek at this.
Let's go hear from more citizens of the law.
Happy grass, happy home.
So what do you do?
Yeah, so that was our practice sessions. So obviously nobody's going the full length of the track because it's just a practice run. Just you don't want to give too much information away. I was surprised when Top Notch and Rhino made that hit to get side by side. They actually both left together. That's very uncommon because nobody wants to give their hand what they're running. But yeah, Wrenchsen says YouTube Premium is worth it. I have to do that. I've been lazy. And also yes, on the disrespectful orange Corvette, he was leaking nitrous out from under the scoop. So this, everybody's got a hood scoop on their cars, and the purge is typically going through the scoop. So we have a flex line going down to the purge solenoid, and even on our car, we only put it finger tight because you're gonna take the scoop on and off a bunch of times. So if you tighten it down with a wrench, it's kind of cumbersome. Obviously on his, they didn't get it very tight at all because it was leaking at the fitting and then coming out from under the hood. But we've had that issue before, and that's typically what it is. You just don't have the AN line snug down finger tight. If it's finger tight, it usually will work fine because there's no pressure. It's a straight shot out to the atmosphere. But I really appreciate KJ for letting us play some of his videos on the channel. That can be a copyright issue, but he gave me the green light, and so that was all the shakedowns, getting ready for the event. So there was 8 cars that were in the shootout. One car broke. One car broke before they even got there. So we were down to I think it was 7 cars that were actually running. So maybe we had 9 originally. But so there was a ladder drawn, and like I said, showed you in my video, we were going to run a Rhino, the gray Mustang. So let's go back to KJ's. He actually filmed all the round races. Let me open this up. Okay. So yeah, this will be first round of a small block shootout. no, Chris. Pretty much everybody, when they draw chips for the position, everybody gets to pick the lane they're going to run in. So a lot of the guys pick the left lane. We usually run left lane all the time anyway. Some is a racer preference, but the lanes were pretty close. There was wins in either lane, just depending on who was in each lane. So here's the second round. Obviously, you could see in that round we lost. We had some issues. We'll talk about that in a minute. Go ahead and finish watching the final. But you could see, Chris, that the second round, the right lane was the winning lane on both runs. So it just depends on which car was in which lane. The track prep guy kept the lanes very, very neutral. They were both the same. And you can see everybody kind of working their shoes all the time because, I mean, the track was so sticky. It'd pull your shoes right off your feet. So you can't stand still on the track surface because I've seen people fall right out of their shoes and hit the ground. So that's it's really sticky. So anyhow, here's the final round. So that was the event. It didn't go the way we wanted. We had issues. Actually, in one of our test runs, we had an injector come unplugged, and in the second round, it came unplugged again. So that kind of knocked a lot of the steam out of the engine. So that's probably what got us. It's hard to say whether it would have been any different or not, but nevertheless, that's what happened. So let me had some videos here I was going to show you that should have been in that in that section that I made. So you saw when the car was backing up in the during the runs, we had a camera on the car, on top of the car. You know what? I'm looking now. Where did they go? That's strange. I don't see them now. Two, three. Let me just take a look here, because that is a good angle. That's weird. They're gone. Okay, that's strange. Let's see if I can pull them up. Oh, you know what? I bet when I edited them, they weren't on the. So my editing software, if you don't save it to a file and you use the footage and then you exit it, well, you lose the footage. I think that's what happened. Let me see if it pops back up. Yep, the two pieces are missing. Alright, so that is exactly what happened. Alright, so I'm going to have to see if I can get them back. That sucks, because that was a good angle to watch the runs. So yeah, so we had an issue where an injector connector wasn't staying locked on the injector, and from the vibration of the engine, it would work loose during the run. I don't know. We don't know how long it was off. We can see in the data log that the run wasn't as it didn't overlay our good run, so we know it was slower. We just don't know exactly how much slower. So one of those things, you know, $5 piece can get you every time. I wonder, might be able to get that back on there. That's crazy that got I lost that stuff. Let me see if I got downloads. Nope, I cleared all the downloads out. Yep. So yeah, let me just change one card here. Yeah, I just got to put a new card in the deal here. Okay, looks like I already got that one clear. Okay, sorry about that. See if it comes back. I think I left them on the card. I don't think I deleted them. Nope, we got them. Okay. So let me cue this up. So of course, these aren't edited, but here's the on-car camera angle. see JB did a good job. He got the whole shot on this one, so that was real nice. Sorry. So yeah, so clearly got a nice jump on the whole shot. So had a nice run there. I would say just about at the stripe. It was probably almost a gap. This is just. All right. So anyway, that was run 1. First round. Close that one out, and then here's the second round against Big Sexy, which wasn't our good one. Ryan, yes, there's a rule package for this, because this is kind of one of the big things that's happened with the small block grudge racing. Is a lot of guys have 4.5 and 4.6 bore center engines, which are oversized. So what they did was they came up with rules. So our car is a factory bore spacing 4.4 standard Chevrolet setup. So with that, we're allowed to have a billet block. We can have lockup transmission. I don't remember all the exact stuff. And then the 4.5 guys, no lockup. And I think they're allowed to have a billet block. And then the 4.6 guys, no lockup, and I don't think they can use billet heads. I think they have to use cast heads. I don't remember the exact rule setup, but they're trying to make it a fairly even playing field, so to speak. I mean, in grudge racing, there's really nothing fair about it, but just like betting horses or anything else, everybody's trying to pad their game so they can win. Anyway, so the Big Sexy car that we're about to run in the second round, that is a 4.6 bore center engine. The rumors going around the track is that it's almost 600 cubic inches, so it's got a bear in it. But got to give it a shot anyway. So here's the on-car video footage from round 2. obviously you can see we had a problem. Motor definitely wasn't running like it was supposed to. Yes, Ryan, you're right. Cubic dollars. Just trying to. There we go. Got to try to. Anytime you see any of my footage, you're going to see that I break up the run, so you can't sit there with a stopwatch and try to figure out how fast the car is. That's something that people will do. We definitely do that. Yeah, it's funny how people can be at an event and not even be paying attention to what's going on, you know. So that's kind of that was our race weekend. Obviously, we have 4 weeks before the next event, so I got some maintenance to do. I got a new injector harness to build, and we're going to try to put a new windshield in the car. The one that's in there now is scratched up, and it's got some overspray on it, and JB's having a little hard time. And I got to get the headlights working on the car. Right now, the headlights don't work, so just a few little things we got to get ready for next race. I'm hoping, or we are all hoping, that with everything taken care of, that we'll be back in full form. So, as far as we know, of course, nobody really gives everybody what's going on, but from what we heard, Disrespectful did not do any upgrades to their car over the winter. We didn't either, for that matter, but we raced them 2 years ago and last year. We beat him 2 years ago. He barely beat us last year, and that was mainly because our car was on a wheelie. So, we had to pedal the car a little bit so it didn't flip over backwards. We don't run wheelie bars on radial tires. So on that run that he beat us, we were out on him during the wheelie. And then when Jason had to work the throttle to get the front end back down, he got around us, and then they stayed together all the way down the track. So we feel we are as fast, or maybe a tick faster than Disrespectful, and he won the event. So I think we're still in the ball game. I think that car has a 4.5 bore center engine in it, so a little bit more cubic inch, probably about 60, 70 more cubic inch than we have. Obviously, way more aerodynamic car than what we have. We have a big brick that we're going. Most of the cars in this class are Mustangs, although you've seen there is a couple trucks. Some of the cars that didn't make this event, there's a C4 Corvette that runs in this. And there's a couple new cars that haven't made out yet, but we looking on SBA League group on Facebook. That's where basically everybody's communicating on this series, and they definitely are going to have some some more cars coming out to the next race. So I think this race kind of got everybody out of sort, because we were supposed to race 3 weeks ago, and then it got rained out, and then there was a gap, and then they decided, we're going to race at Mike Hill's race for the makeup. So kind of caught people off guard a little bit. I think we were totally prepared, so it wasn't a big deal for us. But it was a good event. Of course, they have another shootout class they call 484, and that is big blocks on Nitrous, and that's the bore center 484, which is a stock GM big block bore spacing. Now in that deal, they do allow small blocks to be boosted, so it's either boosted small block or a 484 big block, which a 484 bore center with pretty big stroke and stuff, I think they can get up to probably about 700 cubic inch. But like Ryan says, it is definitely cubic dollar racing. These cars are every bit of as expensive as a pro stock or a full-size pro mod or anything like that. But it's what guys like to do and people like to bet. Of course, there was money changing hands every round. So not only is there a pretty big pot at the end for the winner, but there's money to be made every round. So good deal for everybody. And the really nice thing about it is this whole A-League thing. These are the top dogs in small block racing. And it got to the point over the years where when you brought these cars out to the track, nobody would grudge race you because they all, everybody felt that they were outgunned. And there's only maybe 15 or 16 of these style cars at this level that are racing. So this 5-race series is kind of bringing everybody out. And it basically said, look, we know that these cars are the big dogs in small block racing, and might as well just put them all together and let you run off in a shootout series instead of trying to find individual grudge racing to get the cars to come out to the track and put on races for the fans. So that's kind of how this whole thing started. We are totally in on it. The Slider Boys racing team, they've already paid their deposits for all 5 races, so we are fully committed to this deal. And even though this wasn't the race weekend we were looking for, as they say, 2 cars line up, only 1 car wins. So that's just the way it goes. So see how it works out next month. But we'll see. So the next race is going to be in Aikens. I guess that's South Carolina also, House of Hook. And so we'll see how that goes. And hopefully we'll have a better race weekend than we did this weekend. But yeah, Wrench, since I'm not sure what the buy-in is, my job is to maintenance the car and do whatever needs to be done at the track. So I'm not privy to that deal, and I really don't want to be. So and that's why I don't do any of the tuning calls either. I don't want to be involved in that part of it either. I'll turn wrenches on the car all day long, do whatever needs to be done, in between round maintenance, valve adjustments, and leak down, and whatever needs to be done. But the other stuff, that's above my pay grade. So I don't really know what it was. I know the prize money for that event was $13,500 is what they advertised the winning was. So not too bad for basically 3 runs down the track. In bracket racing, there's some big events like that, but it usually takes 8 to 10 rounds to get to the money and that kind of deal. Yeah, House of Hook is a fun track. South Carolina Motorplex is a pretty cool track too. I didn't get a shot of the timing tower, but the timing tower looks like an airport, whatever they call that, airport operations center. It's up on poles, and it's got a room at the very top. So that looks pretty cool deal there. And the track was very, very good. I think they had 14 484 cars there, and then they ran a 530 index class, and they ran all steel, all glass. So if you want to see some more grudge racing, go to KJ Films and check out. He's got all the tower. Yeah, thank you, Wrench Sense. And Team Junk says they've been at both tracks. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And they're not too far away from each other. That's kind of odd too. But yeah, so if you wanted to see a bunch of other classes running, KJ's films on YouTube, he's got all the different. He's got shakes for each class, and then he's got eliminations for each class. So it was a good run, a good weekend. There was some grudge racing on Friday night, and pretty cool night. They they kept a lot of people off the starting line. That's probably the least amount of people on the starting line that I've seen in a long time. It gets pretty crazy. I know some of the events at Orlando, I mean, people are almost rubbing against the car as it's doing the burnouts and stuff. That's how tight, if the car gets sideways, everybody has to jump out of the way and stuff. So not very safe like that, but at least these guys had to deal pretty organized. They may not have had the running order set up too well. We were supposed to start shakedowns at 6:30 on Saturday, and I can tell you when we ran the second round race where we lost, that was at 1:30 in the morning, and I think the finals was about 2:30. I know by the time we packed up, loaded the trailer up and headed back to the hotel, it was 3:30 in the morning. So late night. That's the big difference between bracket racing and grudge racing. The grudge racing is always done at night, late night usually. They usually don't even start racing until 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30 when the sun's going down. Because obviously all of these cars are on radials. Most of them are on 275/60 radial, and no wheelie bars. And to make big horsepower, especially the 484 cars. I mean, those guys we don't know exactly how fast they're running, but I guarantee you they are running in the threes in the 8th mile. Same with our class of small block A-League cars. We know that they're going real low 4 seconds. Probably faster than, let's say, 415, 420 in the 8th mile at about 175 mile an hour. So pretty stout for, small cubic inch, small blocks on nitrous. So pretty cool what you can get out of these cars nowadays with all the technology, fuel injection, and we have Holly Dominator on the car, and it runs everything in the car. It shifts the car, it runs the lockup, it runs all the nitrous, it does everything that we need to do. Yes, for instance, the times are withheld. Sometimes people will show a friend a time slip and it may get leaked out, but usually it is erased or deleted ASAP. I mean, nobody wants to give away what they're running. So that's why, like I say, we use a draggy in our car so we can see how fast we go, because there's no time slips given. So you don't even know how fast your car is going to go. You just have to base it off of where you're at or what your opponent's running. So we run a draggy, which is fairly reliable. It's a couple numbers off, but at least it gives you, between that and the data log, you can kind of figure out where you are at. And we do know that when we ran Big Sexy in the second round, that our data log run did not overlay our normal runs, and definitely did not overlay our personal best runs. So we were definitely down on power, and that's why we got gapped on that run. But that's things happen. Sometimes those 10-cent pieces, $5 pieces, whatever you want to call them, sometimes they'll reach out and grab you and kick your butt. But the good thing is there's no damage to the car. Everything is in good shape, and we're ready. We're able to do it again. We don't have to, have any engine damage. There was one truck that was supposed to be at the race that went to Steele, Alabama, on the way to South Carolina Motorplex on a test session to see where they were at. And the rumor in the pits was that they knocked all the rods out of the motor. So that's a much worse day than what we had. They didn't even get to make it to the event, but had to pay their money to run. So, some people have it way worse than others. So that's, what can I say? So that was the race weekend. I'm pretty much back in the swing of things here in the shop. So this week I'm going to, actually tomorrow I'm going to work on that Dana 60. I got the main cap from Mark Williams They make heavy duty replacement caps, and what they do is they're oversized, and you have to fly cut them in a rod resurfacing machine to get the diameter back to where you need to grab the bearing race. So that was something I wasn't aware that it was even available, but they are. They make them for a bunch of different rear ends. So if you ever have a Dana 60, a 9-inch, although I didn't see 9-inch, but 12-bolt, 8.8 Ford, or a Dana 44 Viper style, and you have a broken cap or you have a rear end with no caps, they do make these replacement caps that you can put on and fix the differential. I guess they don't do that for the 9-inch because 9-inch have screw adjusters for the bearing side load, so that would be hard to get the threads to line up. So, but any of the other style, like I said, 12-bolt, 8.8, Dana 60, and the Dana 44 case, they do make those. So I'm going to go to the machine shop tomorrow. I'm going to get some video of him doing that. I didn't get any video in the pits on this weekend. I thought I had a harness that I could wear and get footage when I'm working on the car in between rounds and stuff. Unfortunately, the one I had was for a headband, and I wasn't going to wear a headband while I was working. If I could, so I'm going to try to get a shoulder or chest harness so I can just put the camera on the front of me, and then can put a little bit more video in there from when we're at the race doing different maintenance and stuff like that. But that was the weekend, and that's about it for the week. So gonna try to get the Vega motor mounts finished up here. I got a little bit of wiring I need to get done on the Buick done today, so I'm gonna start working on tuning on that. So I'll get some footage, some video of that, and obviously the Dana 60 build. So that'll be what we're gonna be doing next week, and try to get some tech stuff for you guys. I'll probably do that on the assembly of the Dana 60 and whatever else we come across during the week. So I guess that's about all I got really for tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming out and checking everything out. And like I said, give one more time a shout out to KJ Films. He saved me with having his footage and allowing me to re-air it. So I appreciate it. And everybody that wants to see some more drag racing, especially grudge racing, you should go and check him out. Really good channel there with all around grudge racing. So I think that's it for tonight. We'll go ahead and pull the plug. Remember, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for instant notification. It's all free. You're not going to get junk mail or anything like that. The subscribing and ringing the bell just helps you find when I lay new content down easier, so you don't have to hunt to find it. And obviously sharing and liking the video, hitting the thumbs up helps with the algorithm. I have seen a nice increase in the last week. We're almost to 2,025 subscribers as of this morning, so that's been great. So I guess that's it. So see you all next week. Thanks for watching.